Welcome to Premier Championship Wrestling. This is Powder Keg 2019. I am Joe Dombrowski, joined this month by the esteemed Jay Worthington Farnsworth. Jay Worth, welcome to one of the hottest events of the summer.
Good Lord, and is it hot in here? It's like no one ever brought air conditioning to Cleveland. Good Lord, the stench is visible.
Well, here's somebody who's had about a 2-decade rivalry with the city of Cleveland and pretty much everybody in it. Amazing Nate Mattson. He wants to tell you what wrestling should be.
Amazing Nate Mattson came all the way from Detroit Rock City, representing the business, because that's what I am and that's what I do. I represent everything that is good and right about this business. Myself and Bruce Gray, the master of the DDT, we are on a mission to restore credibility, respect, and tradition to this business that has been overrun by a bunch of comedians, stuntmen, acrobats, gymnasts, all the things that don't belong in this square circle.
Let the choir sing, Joe.
It's a square circle, you moron, and you need to touch up on them roots.
I really do, you're right. To be honest.
Now last month, I proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Amazing Nate Mattson is a superior wrestler to some punk named Sless Taylor. Don't cheer for Sless, the piece of garbage. And he had the audacity, to challenge me to a rematch because he's a sore loser and he can't take the fact that I am a better wrestler.
Well, Nate Mattson conveniently forgot to mention that his feet were all over the ropes for illegal leverage when he defeated Sless Taylor. For my money, that doesn't prove that Nate is the better man, just that maybe he was a little bit more desperate to win.
Did he win?
He certainly did.
Well, I mean, that's really what gets recorded. That's really how you judge a wrestler now, isn't it?
That's why we're having this return match. Don't you think that's a good idea?
I mean, all that does is give Sless here another chance to let his parents know.
Taylor is quite the physical specimen in the gym every single day, and he's taking the fight up to Nate Mattson. He's told Nate, listen, if you're not happy about pro wrestling, if you're not happy about the way the industry has gone today, why don't you look in a mirror, Nate? Because you're the one bragging about the fact that you've helped influence the Seth Rollins and Johnny Garganos of the world. I think Nate Mattson really didn't appreciate the fact that Sless brought up that, hey, Nate, you might not be so perfect yourself.
Well, you want to talk about leaving an impression in wrestling. So there are several impressions in the back of Sless's head, a couple in his chest now, as Nate Mattson desperately putting a couple of impressions into Sless. What kind of a name is Sless? Is that Norwegian?
I'm not really sure. I doubt that. But Nate Mattson and Bruce Gray together as a tandem, they call themselves The Business because they feel they are the embodiment of what professional wrestling is meant to be. Your thoughts?
Are you going to walk up to them and tell them that they're wrong? I don't think they're wrong. I think they're everything that makes wrestling great. Two hard-ass men willing to beat the crap out of anyone that stands in front of them. And let's see what a flip or a cabrada does compared to a couple of knuckles to the head, huh?
Bruce Gray, the master of the DDT, but right now it's Nate Mattson who has to go it alone. Mattson looking to be the master of the European uppercut. Mattson brought up in Detroit, Michigan, obviously a very tough city. He's competed primarily basing his career in Michigan and Ontario area for a number of years. Went for a flapjack perhaps, but Slips out the back door, panel counter roll, could trap the shoulders for 2. And Sless amazing vertical leap with a drop kick. And a second time, and Sless Taylor on top of Nate Mattson for 2. And Nate Mattson rolling to the floor. How can you look at Sless Taylor and shortchange or discredit the natural athleticism he brings to the table?
What are you talking about? Did you not see him holding the tights during that O'Connor roll?
Oh, are you serious?
No, roll it back. Show him.
We cannot roll it back.
Well, now who's lacking in ability, huh? It's certainly not amazing Nate Mattson.
Well, why is Nate... Oh, looked like Nate was trying to back himself away from the fracas.
Wait, is Sless throwing closed fists?
I believe he is, sir.
That is completely illegal, and they should be calling that.
Were you not around a minute ago when Nate was digging into the eyes of Taylor?
No, I didn't see that, no.
I see.
Sorry, I was trying to order a pretzel.
Must be those dark sunglasses. Here comes Sless Taylor, up and over Nate Mattson.
Have you ever seen light sunglasses?
And a takedown mid-ring. Sless got the best of it. That was a hard collision for 2.
I mean, I will give it to Sless there. Stay on top of Nate. If you have an opportunity, if you have the advantage against a man like amazing Nate Mattson, you press it. You stay on top of him. You don't give him a chance to recover, a chance to figure out a way to one-up you.
And I think Sless Taylor is one of those athletes that's maybe just a couple of victories away from a breakout run in his career. Sless has all the physical tools. He's got an attitude. He's got motivation. He's somebody that works hard and gets better every time you see him. I think Sless is just waiting for that right door to kick in, and everybody may know the name Sless Taylor. Nate Mattson's certainly finding it out the hard way.
Well, does he have a win against Nate Mattson?
Oh, look out! Nate Mattson just swatted Sless away.
Not just away, but into those railings.
Yes, Sless hit the steel guardrail on the way down that unprotected wood floor. Nate Mattson, that's those veteran instincts of Mattson. Mattson stays low to the ground for a reason. He almost baited Sless Taylor in and was able to connect with a defensive move that may have taken Sless completely out of this matchup.
I mean, he is slow to get to his feet. Don't worry, though, Nate will help.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ooh, a nice European uppercut. See, now that's completely legal, unlike those closed fists from earlier.
Yes, I understand. Sless Taylor in a whole lot of pain. I'm not sure he really knows where he is or that he's in danger. Mattson with the knee.
Nice knee trembler. And you look at that dazed look in Sless's eyes.
And notice, too, Jay, what the running head start Nate got before he executed. Now into the cover. 2 count only. What would a Nate Mattson win 2 events in a row mean for Sless Taylor?
It means he has to go back to the drawing board, maybe do a couple more incline presses and a few less flips. Maybe work on some of those basics before he worries about climbing to the top and hitting a 720, 721, whatever it takes.
Sless firing away, but it's Mattson the reversal. Sless hangs on. Point, counterpoint as Sless Taylor charges through.
See, now that's a good basic move. Now, why would you ruin it with a flip? Look at that. And what did that flip get you? A dental bill. That's what it got him.
Well, Sless was going for some momentum to create a little distance in short order, but Mattson bridged that gap in a hurry, came back with a jawbreaker.
You know how else you can make some distance? Just take 2 steps back. You don't have to do a flip. You don't have to impress these morons. Just step back and then run at them. Maybe it would have cut back on the time. Maybe he wouldn't be in the position he was in right now if he worried about fighting a man like amazing Nate Mattson instead of trying to impress these idiots.
What's wrong?
Look at that idiot right there, looking at her phone. She's not even paying attention to what he's doing. He should learn from this.
But can I ask, though, what's wrong, though, with Sless Taylor just having his own ring style, carving his own reputation? Why does Sless Taylor have to impress you? Why does he have to make you happy? Why can't Sless Taylor do what Sless Taylor feels is best for him?
Why can't he just live his life? What's so wrong with that? Because he's in the ring with someone else. And right now, what he's doing that makes him happy and does things his way is getting him a mouthful full of knuckles and an eye full of thumb.
Well, Sless went springboard, and Nate Mattson was a step ahead. Nate showing that ring savvy, that veteran gamesmanship to stay a step ahead of Sless, easy for me to say, for much of this entire matchup. And again, Mattson went to the eyes. You can't deny that this time, Jameworth.
Hey, I called it right like I saw it, and right like Sless doesn't see it.
And Sless has been left a sitting duck right now. Mattson has half a camel clutch stitched in. What do you like most about Nate Mattson's style? Certainly Nate has been in this wheelhouse this entire match, hasn't he?
I mean, this is the match that classic Nate Mattson, that amazing Nate Mattson wants to wrestle. This is what he does when he gets in the ring. He just overpowers and he just beats down whoever's in front of him. You can have flips, you can have fancy kicks, but a sleeper puts you out all the same.
Yeah, Nate, back to that sleeper, and whether you meant to or not, you said it right, Jayworth, that classic style, that traditionalist style. Nate Mattson feels this is how all professional wrestling should be. Nate feels that everybody should conform to what he thinks is right, and outside opinions need not apply. And Sless Taylor may be put to sleep as an example of Nate Mattson's statements. We'll see. Nate needed the ropes last time. He's needed several eye pokes this time, and Sless Taylor is not ready to go down. He's ready to keep fighting.
I mean, good on the kid, but get out of it. Don't just stand there. There we go.
And Mattson, the inverted DDT. Nate could sense the tempo begin to sway and adjusted on the fly. Great leg drop from way up high.
We call that the Flint Jam.
Works for me. And Nate Mattson is certainly, again, dictated the pace the entire time. 2-8. Oh, Sless turns things around. Sless reverses the pressure. Can he get him? No.
I mean, that was a dirty trick by Sless.
A dirty trick? That's just leverage, weight positioning.
I mean, Nate was just trying to celebrate. You grabbing him with a leg? That's not a hand.
Wouldn't it be wise to celebrate after the match?
Sure. I mean, you have a point there. However, I'm not going to make that point anywhere near Nate Mattson.
Sless Taylor creating some distance from Nate Mattson. That fancy footwork. Sless maybe the best natural athlete pound for pound on this roster, and looking to silence his loudest critic. Nice power slam by Taylor. Could Sless get the victory? Upset in Nate's eyes. 2 count only.
Best pound-for-pound athlete in the locker room. I don't even know if he's the best pound-for-pound athlete in the ring. He right now has a loss against the man that he's facing.
Mattson to his feet. Sless. Oh, check out the hang time on the drop kick. Beautiful.
Got some height.
Will that be enough? Hook of the leg. Sless.
No, not even a 2 count.
Nate Mattson looking to leverage his way free. Nate Mattson, certainly he could have some egg on his face if he's not successful in this matchup, and there's no Bruce Gray to help him. There's no other people that subscribe to his ideology. Nate Mattson slips out the back door. Oh, there's an homage to Bruce Gray. DDT. Now, Nate hasn't perfected it like Bruce has, but it may be enough.
I imagine he probably got a few pointers. And that,
less than half a count away.
And that looked like a solid DDT to me.
Yep.
What do you think, Joe?
Well, I haven't seen anybody kick out of Bruce Gray's DDT as of yet, but Nate Mattson's not so lucky. But certainly that mentality of Nate Mattson, hey, one finishing move is all it takes. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes Sless Taylor will pick your leg and keep fighting you.
Mattson kicks him off. Knee to the gut.
And again, Sless is a hair quicker. Nate cannot try to play Sless's game. The Samoan drop. Will this be enough? No. Maybe a little more body on that cover. The right side of Nate's body was exposed, enabling the kick out.
Is Sless Samoan? Is that a Samoan name?
So sure.
Is he half Norwegian, half Samoan?
I'm not so sure about that. Sless picks up Mattson. I wouldn't be surprised to see some Samoan blood in there because how tough Sless is, and Nate goes downstairs. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care where you come from. That's going to have the same effect every time. And Nate Mattson going to steal this again. But Sless Taylor kicks out. Notice Nate was reaching for the ropes. He couldn't get there.
He was just trying to get some leverage, trying to get his legs up, get that weight up over.
Well, yeah, that's not allowed.
Well, no, you have no proof he was trying to get to get onto the ropes. He was just trying to elevate his legs.
Well, either way, Sless Taylor was able to kick out where he was not a month ago when the ropes were used. Mattson now. This did not work the first time. Second time, much the same. Oh, Sless went to leap up, but got caught in a face buster.
Just once again. Oh!
He calls that Nate Mile. It helped get the win a month ago. And Nate, whoa, wait a minute. Foot on the ropes.
Now who's putting their feet on the ropes during a pin? Huh, Joe?
That's a legal break from a defensive position.
It still shows that he's not able to get his shoulders up off the mat.
And that's 100%
like
true.
a real man.
Oh, stop it, like a real man.
Like Nate Mattson would.
Nate Mattson with the Nate Mile helped put away Sless a month ago, but I think Sless has learned from that and maybe took advantage of a very rare Nate Mattson mistake. Suplex coming up. No! Sless lands on his feet. Nate Mattson, the lung blower, countered. Sless stacks him up. And Sless Taylor beat him!
That felt like a fast count to me.
Sless Taylor just pinned Nate Mattson 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, and no matter what Nate Mattson wants to say about Sless Taylor not being a real wrestler, not belonging here, not believing in the tenets that Nate believes in, Nate's gonna have to eat some crow now because Sless Taylor beat Nate on the mat.
A, I don't think that was a 1, 2, 3. I think that was a 1, 2, 3. And B, right now all that means is they're even. That doesn't mean that Sless is better than Nate Mattson. All it means is right now they're even Steven.
Well, Nate's claiming that there was a handful of shorts. I didn't see that. What I did see was Sless Taylor show Nate Mattson, hey, you know what, Nate? You're a hell of an athlete. You're a veteran. But you're not right all the time. Sometimes, just sometimes, oh, she was going to hit Nate Mattson. I love it. Sometimes someone else's opinion and strategy wins out. That's why we have these matches, Nate. It's not always about you.